Hey YouTube, it's SoulPrime13 coming at you with another Transformers video review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Dr.wu 2-pack of Patrolman and Grasshopper, not Grasshopper, which is their take on a Kickback and Prowl. Couldn't remember his name for a second there. But we'll take a quick look at the box. Got some nice little artwork there of Prowl and Kickback. On the side we got Prowl, on the side we got Kickback, on the side we got logos, legal jargon, and a small product shot there. So there is that. And we do also get collector cards for each of them. Got our tech specs and product shots on the back, and then on the front we do have that artwork again. So there are those. And then they both do get their own separate instruction booklet. Here's Prowl, and here is Kickback. So there are those. But now moving on to the actual figures. Prowl comes packaged in vehicle mode, and these shoulder guns do come packed separately, but because you can leave them on in the vehicle mode, I do. You can't usually store the weapons on the Dr.wu figures, unfortunately, partially just due to the size. But since these can stay there, I just leave them there. I mean, that looks pretty cool to me anyway. And we do get his rifle, which we will talk about a little bit later. And then here we have Kickback. And got a nice little bit of red there for the eyes. He does have his little Tommy gun, which is just clips onto his fist there. Just get back down there. And a very nice little Insecticon figure he is. As far as his articulation goes, his shoulders are on ball joints, so you get plenty of movement out of those. Get ball jointed elbows as well. There is a head swivel for transformation. The wings are on a hinge, so you can pose those how you want. Ball jointed hips, and we do get. Oops, not pulled. I wasn't pulled down all the way. We do get about 90 degrees. It's a collision with a bug leg, so you can get about 90 degrees in there. Let me make sure. Yeah. Make sure that clicks into place. And we do get a little up and down at the toe due to a transformation joint. So there is the articulation for him. And we'll do a couple of quick comparisons, starting with Kickback. Here he is with the dramatic capture version of the Legacy mold. So there's that. And here he is with the OG G1 mold. So you can see how he stacks up there. Very nice. And as for Prowl, here he is with his dead counterpart. So you can see how he stacks up with a Hasbro mold. So there's that. But moving on, let's go ahead and transform them. So we'll start with Kickback again. So first we're just going to take away his little gun here. And then we're going to come here to the back of his arm, and his insect leg will rotate around on this little hinge so that they are facing down. We are going to take the wings and fold them up so they're basically facing towards the chest. Going to rotate his little head around. You come here, fold out the insect legs, and you can just sort of, I think you push these. Yeah, oh, no, they don't click, they just sort of sit there at this angle, and then bring these insect legs down. And then you do want to compress the leg. You can see there's a little slider there. So just compress the leg, and compress the leg, and just angle that elbow so that the bug legs are all sitting on the ground. And then you just sort of Pose him like that, and here we have him in his grasshopper mode, and it does look good, and it's pretty typical of what you would expect of the Insecticon kickback. You know, his face is just still hanging out there. He's just sort of kind of laying face down, but it is what it is. It's nothing new here, but in a nice little package. Yeah, there is that. And now to transform Prowl. So what you're going to do is you're going to come under here, and you can see his hands, these little white sections here, his hands are plugged in on the side. So you're just going to unplug them, and that'll loosen up his arm to come out to the side. Bring them out and just sort of rotate them forward like so. Then we're going to come here, and you can sort of see there's a little split here. And we're going to bring this panel down just a smidge. Sort of see it, and that's going to let us bring this out, and that'll bring the door out, and then we're going to fold that panel up, and that will create the rest of the door for his robot mode. And we're just going to do the same here, just give it a little smidge, and then bring it out, and then we are going to untab the roof from the legs, and then we can just bring this whole front car section, that caught and just popped off, and then you want to fold this panel that covers the hood back like so, bring this down, then you want to bring the hood of the car up, and it's on a double hinge, and you're just going to kind of press that up against his back and just sort of bring this panel down the rest of the way. Rotate him at the waist, straighten out his legs, and then bring them up on these joints here. And then you want to, I usually do this before I separate his legs, but you can do it either way. But yeah, just bring out the heels, separate the legs, and just get him all posed up. And then we can bring in his rifle. And there we go. Now we have Prowl in his robot mode. Hey, he's a good looking little Prowl. I do dig it. I do dig it. There's that. And now I'll do a couple more size comparisons. Here is the Earthrise Prowl. And here we have the actual Legacy kickback. Just so you can see how they stack up with their official counterparts. But yeah, a couple of fun little bots. I do enjoy these Dr.wu figures, and I have been getting more and more of them as time goes on. They are just fun little pocket-sized figures. They really are enjoyable. And I did end up getting the other two Dotson brothers, so I will be doing those reviews next. And I did end up getting the Sideswipe bundles with the deluxe Insecticons too, so look forward to those as well. Anyway, I think that's about really it for this review. Again, these are little figures, so there's not a ton to them, but they are fun little dudes. So I think I'll go ahead and wrap this up, and this is Soul Prime 13 saying transform and soul out.